Oh, yeah. Look, another Piro video. Yeah, he's doing it again. Yeah, it's just so incoherent, so useless as anything in this conversation about understanding what a human being is and understanding what the universe is doing. And the fact is, the universe is doing a thing. All right, it's a mechanical thing, and it's in a process, and we're just part of the process, and that's just a truth. All right, you don't have to imply any meaning to it. It doesn't change the fact that we're feeling, that we're experiencing, that we're phenomenoning. You know, it's just these words. People just want to cling to these words because they sound mysterious. All right, because they don't have this grounded, hard, clinical factuality to them that makes it into something more, like humus or something more like just dirt. They don't want to be just dirt, so they're humus instead. And, instead of just being a mechanical device, they want to be a phenomenon. It's just it's only to glorify an ego, and the only thing it serves is the exact opposite of understanding. That's all. It's just a mechanism used to distort and distract and pervert the truth so you can make some kind of nonsense justifiable. And that's what one of his programs is attempting to do. The nonsense that Gaia and life has some sort of functionality, that it isn't just a waste engine, is what he's attempting to defend. And the only way he can defend it is to make this into, like, there is something that needs to happening here. And there's no such thing happening. But anyway, let's play his nonsense video.
And the other thing, too, is that I'm arguing always this free will with people that have strong wills. It drives me nuts. You guys get yourself up in the morning. You choose.
I know it'd be really nice if these videos where you're actually talking to people, you would actually cite a reference. Just put it in the description of the video. You wrote, "Pretty please, part 2 of my last video," basically. You actually wrote something in the description. You know what you could put in the description? An actual reference to the video you're responding to. That would be incredibly helpful. But no, you never do that. Because now you're just denying me the opportunity to see what the fuck you're talking about.
Up in beautiful, idyllic places or start businesses. All these things that take will, but even just the regular getting up in the morning. And meanwhile, there's people on the street that haven't got their will together. And it just seems incredibly insulting, this idea that
you're the one who just said they don't have their will together. Okay, so what's the insult isn't in anything, and the fact is you either have character or you don't have character. The fact is you're either intelligent or you're not intelligent. These are just truths of the circumstances. The fact is you're either a baseball pitcher or you're not a baseball pitcher. So some things about life, it's not derogatory. If I said somebody's a failure at capitalism, well, in a sense, I want to give them a golden star, because that means they're not a greedy, maniacal son of a bitch, okay, who's completely overvalued their own contribution and basically stolen the value of labor from somebody else. So it's an award to be a failure at capitalism. So if you're homeless on the street in this fucking insane world we live in, I would give you a fucking golden star. You've got it, asshole. That's right. There's nothing here to fucking suck up and eat. There's nothing to celebrate or to sit there and worse, perpetuate.
No, it has nothing to do with their will. They couldn't get that together. It's just something happening to them. Being in the street is just happening to them. Me with my...
So who are you quoting now? But that is the fact. The fact is they're there for a reasons, okay? The reasons can be the fact that the environment beat the crap out of them, they're having a normal reaction to that, or the reason could be is that they have an abnormality that makes them completely incompatible with sidewalks, streets, buildings, people. They can't function in it. I have some of those internal dysfunctions, okay? Psychiatric reactions, programmed reactions that are excessive and that make it impossible for me to function as if the average human would function. It's just a fact of my existence. It's part of what I am, and my will doesn't have a motherfucking thing to do with it. Some idea I might have in my head of what my best approach to life would be. Well, I can say that forever. But if the other 13 programs running inside my fucking body don't agree with it, it isn't going to goddamn happen. So it doesn't matter how much one part of me aspires to be perfect and brilliant and Spockieskian. It doesn't matter if the other parts of me are wearing clown suits and going yuck, 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 yuck. It isn't going to fucking help me beat them down. Help me. Bullshit words. Help program good beat program bad. That's why people are where they are, is because a bad program, okay, has owned them. Alright, the good program lost the battle inside their head. It wasn't strong enough. The meme wasn't strong enough. The do-gooder meme wasn't strong enough. Their legs couldn't push themselves and propel themselves onto the grenade. It's just a fact. You'll either jump on the grenade or you won't jump on the grenade. You'll either see that it's the thing you should do. You can have all the logic in the world, but if you just can't, sometimes you just can't beat down that selfish monster. Sometimes the seduction is going to be too strong. I mean, it's not that complicated, but just call it will is bullshit. Call it what it is. It's programming.
Garden and beautiful wood beams, it's just happening to us. It's just, and not only is it all luck, and you either ended up where I am.
Well, luck is a stupid way to call it, but yeah, sometimes, you know, if you're Mozart, you're lucky that you have a father who extensively trained you in music. That's right. It gives you a capacity to take your to take other skills that you have and combine them with that mechanical practice and turn it into something. But yeah, it wouldn't have happened, okay? If you didn't have the 2 ingredients, or the 3 ingredients, or the 4 ingredients, you can't bake the souffle. It comes out as something fucking else. Sometimes you have to have sugar in it or you can't fucking eat it. That's just the way it is. So yeah, you have to have the circumstances to have the result. You have to have the good in to have the good out. Garbage in, garbage out. That's the systems we're part of. That's just the fucking reality.
Or you don't, but don't even try to change it. There's nothing you can do to accomplish any change. It just happens or it doesn't. You either
don't even try to change it. Is again a stupid notion. All you need, right? Oh, the only thing that has to be conveyed to another person is there's memes controlling you, ideas, psychology, programs. All right, and so now you have a new program that recognizes there's programs, and that program can then try, tricky word, But it can be tied to your emotions, and that idea gets stronger because you tie it to a rational thought. Oh, I understand how it works. This is how it works. Now I can attempt to manipulate it. So it's like knowing how to throw a strike. It's like first you have to know some certain mechanics, and then you have to do the practice thing. But it's the combination of those two things, and then it becomes automatic. Then it becomes something that your body's going to do. It's going to turn it into a reflex, and that's what our programming is battling inside of us for. What will be the reflex? What will be the strongest first reaction? So it's not so much about composing will as it is imposing intuition and reflex.
You have the idea, or you don't. There's nothing you can do to try to get a hold of the idea, to maybe visualize. There's nothing you
can do. Again, what is the you? Who is the you? What is the you? You. This you is a broken word in this discussion. You cannot talk about a you and then talk about will and talk about brain function. There is no you. There is brain. All right? There's associations. Okay, we know that this machine is designed to model the world, to do it in a logically cohesive way, because it has to interact in a real world, not a fantasy world. It has to see real trees in its brain. It has to understand how real trees work in its brain. It doesn't do it any good to think Mises are Tyrannosauruses and Tyrannosauruses are butterflies. It has to get the world right. And that's what its basic function is. And that's what we're doing. We're programming ourselves with an understanding of what is valuable, what is meaningful. And in this whole environment that's also getting polluted with some innate programming built into the structure, which is I get hungry, I get horny, I get needy. Then this ego thing that's also obviously a built-in function, a built-in program, one that starts with already 50% of it already written, so to speak, in terms of attitude or disposition or vector. So come on, we have to basically bend that vector. That's what we call building character. Would be displacing that ego vector seeing more deeply. Yeah, I know, fella. Well, I'm in the middle of a video
Dude,
here.
start painting a painting. Either just a painting comes out or it doesn't. It's annoying. It's what's wrong with this society. This weird, strong-willed people using their will to argue there is no will. For some, like, why aren't we teaching?
Well, this is so stupid. And again, I make exactly the opposite counter argument to you. You are the problem. People talking this mush, babbly, porridge talk about their will are the people who are muddying the waters and making it impossible for people to see that it's ideas. All right, they are the controlling force, and all you need is good ideas conveyed from one person to another person to change wills. Okay, because it's logical. Logic is winning. Okay, it's just winning really slow because people like you keep saying porridge, and breaking the conversation.
Why aren't we all on the same page here? That we need people to think and exercise their thoughts on their will? What do you not get about that? This is like something from Scientology or something programmed into your brain to make you collapse when you try to improve the world.
Amazing that you would bring up Scientology, because Scientology is doing exactly what you're talking about. Scientology is all about improving your will. So why don't you study Scientology? Okay, because it's about having these ego memes where you're a king of the world and you're responsible for the kingdom and you have to take care of all the other people because you're a doctor and you're a Superman and you're ready to fix the problem where everybody else isn't ready because you've improved your psychology so much and you're so ready and capable and competent. So it's all about this exaggeration of perception and ability, okay, to enable yourself to be bold and aggressive. The very shit you're talking about. Okay, don't fuck realism, fuck the truth. Okay, just live on delusions and nonsense.
There's no improvement. It's just happening. You know, the most ironic version of the best of all possible worlds, because there's only one possible world. Yeah, you don't think people can affect their situation? It's annoying.
People can affect a situation. Again, you're talking as if there is some other thing that you could do beyond what your programming is going to allow. That somehow Scrooge could have the experience of the reclamation without going through the experience of the reclamation, as if he could do it without having the past rubbed in his nose and having the present rubbed in his nose and having the future rubbed in his nose. As it is, not as he deluded himself to believe it was. As if he can have you can't revelation without the revelation. You have to have the ingredients. You have to have the ingredients to bake the damn thing. You can't have it out of nowhere. It comes from your programming. Jesus.
It's insulting to the world.
Yes, you are.
You're using your will to accomplish things, but you're also using your will.
Again, this is just so stupid. Your will is using you. You are the vehicle for these programs, these memes, these ideas, these notions, these fables, these traditions, these addictions. These things are using you to express themselves. You aren't controlling them. They are controlling and defining you. You've got it completely backwards.
To create an esoteric denial that matters, right? Yeah, well, of course I act like there's a will. It's a very persistent illusion.
I don't even act. Again, you got it wrong. All right? It's not about acting as if you have a will. Everybody's acknowledging the existence of a will in this argument, or anybody I've ever noticed. Everybody's conceding the fact that what you end up doing will be the thing you'll call your will. All right? The point is where did that come from? What decided what your reaction would be? And was there anything indecisive about it? And the truth is there wasn't any choice to be made. You either have the ingredients, you either have character, or you do not have character. You either have integrity, or you do not have integrity. Because you have not yet had the experiences to give it to you.
I really just wish that you guys would share what you do when you're struggling with decisions, because you do struggle with decisions.
Yeah, exactly. There are different parts of your psychology that are in this battle, and which one will win will be decided by which one has been reinforced by the others, by vote, by whatever mechanism you want to metaphorically. This is a metaphor for this idea of how things battle inside of us, between how things gain strength through the concession of respect that the programs give it. Okay, the ideas end up respecting ideas because they fit the filter. And as the filter changes, the ideas will change. And as the filter improves and it recognizes that's a lie, that's a cheat, that's a theft, that's ego, that's selfish, then all of a sudden what gets through the filter is going to change. And the filter ends up being improved by that understanding. The understanding is what's filtering the understanding. And we can give it to you, but it's complicated. The concession has to be made that what develops us is complicated. But I mentioned Scrooge movie. That was very important in my life in terms of a beautiful metaphor. It had the ignorance and want, just beautifully described as these two evils in the world. Okay, this aggressive wanting machine, okay, that sits there and satisfies its want through stupidity and ignorance and moronic inefficiency. And you pretty much are the perfect example of that grown to maturity.
You experience the phenomena. I consider it incredibly anti-empirical, all you people that could face the evidence of your will every day and go, no, that phenomenon, it is a phenomena.
Again, this is an idiotic argument. Nobody's denying will. We are denying your fucking idiotic notion that there's some sort of choice. That my will is something I did. That it's not something using me. That it's not controlling me. That if I have a conscience or I have an empathy or I have some other thing, that it is controlling me. I do not control it.
You could explain it, and in the end, the explanation might say, well, here's the illusion aspect. I know that'll be the case. There's tons of illusions.
It's not even an illusion anymore once you understand what it is. Okay, then you can just see it happening to yourself and you just recognize it for what it is. I have a strong meme associated with these kinds of character traits because they were something I admired in my father, or there's something I saw in Fred Flintstone, or even SpongeBob taught me. Okay, I could have lots of sentences I could describe to you where something taught me a lesson, some activity in my life, and I said, well, damn, I paid a hell of a high price for that frivolous, idiotic want. All right, it made me cautious, or it made me tempered my aggressiveness because my aggressiveness had led to a car accident, let's say. And so all of a sudden I become a safe driver. Well, I'm not going to be the safe driver until I have the fucking car accident. That's the fact of this idiotic system, is that we have to have the inputs, we have to have the experience, we have to touch the goddamn nasty before we really know what nasty is.
But with this free and unfree thing, another way of putting it is, people are like, they're at the edge of the river and they could choose to cross or they could choose not to cross, and it's as if they're saying they could choose to be on the other side.
They. What is choosing? What is choosing is their life experience, their native disposition. That is what's choosing. They have an inherent programming, they have a developed character, they're either the kind of person that thinks for 5 minutes or thinks for 2 minutes. That's going to decide what they choose. Alright? Because sometimes it's going to take a little time to figure out all the permutations about whether or not they should jump in that water. Alright? But we're all standing here saying, yes, we understand that. Yes, we've all experienced that. Yes, we've all stood on the edge of the pool, the cold water, and said, will I jump in now? Or now? We've waited for our will to manifest itself to get us into the water. And we've seen the process that takes place inside our brain to provoke the final winning of the balance of power, where the yes, move your foot forward program actually wins.
No, you can't choose to be, you are where you are. You can't choose anything in that way. Choosing doesn't really make sense when you think about the details in this question. Because what you...
Yeah, that's right. There is no choosing. That's right.
Quote-unquote choose is to start moving, start swimming in that direction. You might not make it anyway, right? And when you get there, you can't say, oh, I just chose to be here. No, you already were there by then.
Well, that makes a lot of... What are you, on cocaine now? I mean, really. Well, what is this whole new aggressive, snot-nosy, bastard fucker attitude? Because it ain't working. Especially ain't going to work with this porridge rhetoric. You got to do better with than porridge.
So you're choosing to move your body, and but you're not choosing that either. You're choosing to visualize something.
You. Who is this fucking you? Who is it? Who's the you in you?
Visualize the cool refreshingness of the water. And are you choosing that? No. Somewhere down this line, somewhere in the nerves, a signal is coming through, and we're trying to figure out where is this power?
No. Again, where is this control? It's not power, it's control. What is controlling us? Okay, is it the ego? Is it the better rational Mr. Spock brain? Or is it the Captain Kirk asshole? Which one has dominance inside of us? Which one has been through the cycle of event and event and event, of tears and joy? Which one has been tainted with enough tears or enough joy to have the strength to win the war, the battle between them? And then all of them vote and they say, no, let's go with that guy. Let's go with Mr. Spock this time.
And where's it really come from? Yeah, when we explain all that, it's going to not look like there's an individual Piro that gets credit for that power. Why?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not going to appear that way. That's what all the facts are going to demonstrate, is that there is no fucking Piro. Okay, there's a bunch of ideas and life experiences and combinations of sentences and themes that we call concepts, that are attached and associated with emotions, and that those are struggling and fighting in a mess, in a mush, to decide which ones float to the surface, the cream or the fat.
Some billions and trillions of cells and phenomena. By the time you find this power and why it's coursing through me, it's not going to look like mine anymore, because I'm not an actual thing anyway. I'm a whole bunch of things. But it's somewhere in this network. It belongs to the network, is the next reductionist assumption.
The next reductionist assumption. It's an assumption? No, I think it's a calculatable, explicit, undeniable, beyond really reproachable fact. Okay, that's what it comes out of. It comes out of an arrangement of neurology. That's why all those stupid little neurons are in there. Is because they're creating this nonsense. Shit.
Somehow is in this network. It belongs. It's a feature of this network.
Yeah, just like the blue screen of death is a feature of the Microsoft operating system. That's right. It couldn't make a blue screen of death unless it had blue screen of death programmed into it.
And just to deny that, while you're some of the more strong-willed people in the world, how am I supposed to count that as honest? You know, my willingness to say, hey, everybody can have their own opinion, is butting up against just honesty. How can I consider you guys as being honest?
I don't even know what this means. This again. You did porridge. Could you make some sense here somewhere? What did you just goddamn say? I'm gonna have to repeat it because it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's a straw man at best.
People in the world. How am I supposed to count that as honest? You know, my willingness to say, hey, everybody can have their own opinion, is butting up against just...
I don't even know what that means. My willingness to say everybody can have their own opinion. Well, of course, everybody can have their own opinion. The point is their opinion respectable or not? Is their opinion made out of something rational and logical, or is it made out of bullshit? Absolute crap. Alright? Shit, tradition, nonsense, babble, porridge, fucking Teletubby jibber-jabber nonsense. Is it a fucking flag waving? Is it just some sort of shit? Or is it a logical concept? Something that has respectability? I don't even know what What the fuck you talking about?
Honesty. How can I consider you guys as being honest? You make decisions, you don't want to report.
Yeah, we don't want to report? We'll report all we possibly can. Do you want me to explain my entire life, and I'll go through every little nuance of experience and say, see, this experience here taught me, and my loving father used me to test a spark plug. That one sort of sits with me a little, because I loved my father, okay? My father was God, all right? He could do no wrong. He was mechanical, just completely in control, never out of control, never angry, never anything, okay? He was never excessive, ever, all right? Always perfect. And then he used me as a test instrument for a spark plug, and I'm saying, why would this God use me as a test instrument? I mean, he could have got to understand that he just electrocuted me, that I wasn't going to have a good time, and that me not having a good time really wasn't worth him knowing whether there was a spark or not on the fucking engine. So that was kind of bogus. What the fuck is that all about? And yeah, so I did some thinking, and I had negative associations between, well, here's an authority figure that just fucking shoved his dick right up my ass for no good reason. So maybe authority should be questioned. Maybe I should question my devotion and honor and love and respect for this icon because, yeah, the icon just fucked me.
How you make them. If you did, it would be counter to your philosophical argument. Therefore, I know that you are living with decisions and ideas that
we know this is how people make decisions, though. They believe in a God because the goddamn asshole on TV has a beautiful and lovely singing voice. We know this is the kind of nonsense programming that is controlling people. What will is there? There's merely control. People are being controlled and manipulated by advertisers, by fucking Steve Jobs, your fucking hero, who are just calculating in their brain. Their will just calculates. I can control their behavior by making it blue. Blue is a very controlling color. Fuck you.
Wire abstraction and thought and philosophy when you're making decisions every moment or every day.
Yeah, right. Decisions based on a big, fat bucket full of crap. A big, crappy bucket full of personal experiences that aren't necessarily reflective of any kind of reality, all right? And they're made in an immature mind that has to, over time, grow and develop, and it has to sift the bullshit out from the nonsense, from the idiocy, from the tradition, from the crap, from the shit. There's all this crap and shit that's been piled on us from the day we're born. We're just inundated by crap and shit, and there's tiny, 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 tiny little kernels of truth out there, and throughout our lives, all we're basically doing is just getting rid of all this, finally filtering out all the fucking bullshit to get to these tiny kernels of truth, which are, we're completely controlled by desire mechanisms because we're a part of a DNA molecule's replication process for absolutely no fucking goddamn accomplishment. We're just fucking instruments of a goddamn a piece of chemistry that wants to greenify the world with using us as fodder. I mean, the whole thing is just stupid. It's a mechanical process. It's gasoline spilling. It's diarrhea flowing. It has nothing to do with doing anything. It's crap. And that's the truth buried under all the bullshit.
And if you shared how you make them, it would be counter to your public philosophy. So how am I supposed to not say that?
Well, this is just a canard, a straw man, a pile of shit. I'm perfectly willing to articulate to you as much as I possibly can the life experiences from which I glean my knowledge. All right, but the point is it's fucking 50 years worth of life experience. It's dozens of quotes and, well, hundreds of quotes, hundreds of paragraphs, hundreds and thousands of interactions with human beings, thousands and thousands of conversations that have all gleaned and filtered my brain into what I call me. All right, but that's all it is. It's a combination of experiences. It isn't some fucking gayish phenomenon.
That's a hypocrisy right there, and a dishonesty. And again, I don't know the exact nature of that dishonesty, but I know that it's not adding up.
Yeah, well, why don't you just say that directly to somebody instead of this fucking vague, I'm going to say it to the world bullshit. So again, why don't you tell me who the fuck you're talking to and who the fuck, you're quoting here, or misquoting, or misparaphrasing here. Because that's all you're fucking goddamn doing. Because I don't think there's anybody on the other side of this argument who's unwilling to explain to you how their programs make decisions and why they have a certain character. I think they're willing to explain that to you.
It's because of how you think of these words like free and choice and stuff. I'm going to choose to have a candy bar. No. I'm going to visualize having a candy bar.
I'm going to visualize. So like somehow you created the visualization. No, a program inside your body defending candy barism, going yum 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 yum, porch, okay, is fighting with a program saying, will you grow the fuck up and think about something else, you asshole? And those are fighting with each other. And the one that's going to win will define your character. You'll either be a little sugar chaser or you'll be a truth chaser.
And if that propagates and that visualization continues and the subsequent visualizations and I end up in the store with the money, buying the candy bar, I'm choosing a course. Like I said, you can't choose results. You choose.
Oh, again, now there's this whole bullshit that somehow the light isn't on or the light isn't off. No, the decisions are reflexes, okay? It's on and off, okay? And there'll be a ton of little circumstances where it's either on or it's off, okay? There's no ambiguity about it. That's what they're fighting for. It's victory or defeat. There's not some fucking middle road being traveled here. All right, there can be numerous competitions where the switch has a chance to be turned on again once it's turned off. But the game is the game. It's on, off, on, off, on, off. And in the end, there'll be a yes or no. It'll be either do or do not do. There will be no try.
A path. You choose the next step from where you are with your body. And because the body is this neural network, we know that those choices are distributed within this system, and no one thing is really making that choice to move your body.
Yeah, well, now you're just sailing right into my ballpark now. So yeah, I just gave me you finally threw a straight pitch, and I'm going to knock it out of the park. That's exactly the truth of it. All right, it is all just controlled. You are just a vehicle through which ideas, experiences, things from the outside get reflected off of you, off of the inside of you, and they get re-propelled out into the world as a reflex, and that's all you are. You're a fucking reflex. Nothing more.
There's millions of little, computations and processes going on.
Yeah, and how did they get in there, right? How did they get made? That's right, okay? And they don't do anything free. They do things based on the fact that they are there or they are not there. The character is either there or it is not there. The Mr. Spock is either running in your head or it is not running in your head.
That emerge in that behavior. We need to ask the question from this core of what we're really doing, that where we are in this moment in the little tiny segment of what can happen next.
Well, again, this is just now we're talking back to perception, okay? The moment is the perception. The moment is merely the veneer of consciousness that we see ourselves propelled through, okay? We don't make it happen. We see it happen to us. We're witnesses to our will. We are not composers of our will. How many times do I have to say that? We are witnesses to our will. We do not compose our will. If there is any we, the we lives in this very second, this very moment, this very veneer that which I travel through, which my words spill out. I didn't compose the fucking words. I didn't compose the tension in my body. I didn't compose any of this shit. It's a fucking reaction that's taken place, and now I'm watching it, just as you are, happen.
And how navigation plays a role. The most of the power in a river is in the power. You're paddling your canoe is insignificant to the amount of energy in that river, but you could...
Completely, straw irrelevant. It's a straw elephant. It's straw bug. It's straw, here's a little stink bug. You just straw stink bug on the goddamn thing, okay? Because there ain't that's not even related to the fucking subject, okay? What we're navigating isn't the subject. The subject is Do we have the skill? Do we have the knowledge? Do we understand how the thing we're riding is functioning? And do we know how to bend and twist and use the momentum to our advantage to get to our programming? A program says, I don't want to get crushed on the rock. A program says, I want to get from here to point B. Another program says, I'm rubbing my boner on my fucking boat. Whatever you're programming doing that got you in the fucking boat, that's got you in the fucking river in the first place, has got to have some sort of skill level to navigate the current, or else it's going to be owned by the current. And the skill level is acquired through experience. It's programming. You either have the programming that enables you to navigate the stream, or you don't have the program that enables you to navigate the stream. Jesus.
Still use it to navigate the river. But we don't want to answer that question. We don't want to...
Yeah, wait, we don't want to, again, get confused and think you just plop yourself into the stream and say, I will myself to safety. No, your will won't be able to do that. Your experience, your knowledge, your understanding will get you from point A to point B.
Talk about how, the data we ought to be collecting, all of you anti-free will people, if honestly, is you should be the ones telling us how you experience subjectively the making of a decision.
But we don't subjectively experience the making of a decision. So that's the whole fucking point. We don't get to see the mixture of the recipe. We see the cupcake at the fucking end. All right? We see the product of the baking. All right? We don't get to witness the baking. We can just see some glimmers of it if we turn our consciousness back out in there and say, to another program, say to the program, do you have anything you can give me? Can you give me some sort of indication of an echo of what just took place? And it'll try to give you a paraphrase. Well, your subjective desire just had an argument with your higher character and said maybe you shouldn't make that, feministly incorrect joke. Yeah, and so we can see a little taste of it. We can see what was conflicting inside of us. Maybe we'll get a taste of that, but we're not going to be able to see the real fight. We're not going to see the sword go into, our selfishness's neck.
And get the raw data up there and let us see why it looks like an illusion to you, or if it really does, or if you just decided as
well, again, the illusion is the byproduct. It's an illusion that this was created by like I'm connected to the process that created it. That's the illusion. The illusion is the projector, the projector and the screen. The screen has the illusion of being the projector, and that's an illusion. Okay, it's just the screen. We're just the fucking screen. We're not the fucking projector. They're two different things. And because we are the screen, we just feel like we're projecting.
I think that it ought to look like an illusion, and you're going to jump before it really looks like an illusion and pretend that you see what's coming, so you pretend you're already there. No. You can't just choose to have that result.
What did that again? Porridge. I'm sorry. No, straw man. Whatever. Straw porridge. What the fuck was that? I can't make any sense out of that crap. All right? I'm not saying I am somewhere for no reason. I'm explaining to you why I'm here. I'm here because of a fucking... add up the seconds of my life. And in all of those seconds, my brain has been programming me. My experience has been programming me. The filter has been building the filter.
Find the path there. You're not at that place. You don't live like there's no will.
I mean, I'll say it again because it's an important point. The filter is building the filter that builds the filter. You get it? It's called feedback.
You're not being honest with where...
It's called reflex. It's the universe reflex. It's a piece of the universe reflexing against another piece of the universe, against another piece of the universe, and against another piece of the universe. But that's all it is. It's an eddy in a stream. Not magic. Doesn't come from nowhere. Comes from circumstance. I'm a product of circumstance. Yeah, I'll say that again. I'm a product of circumstance.
You really are, where you really live. There's an unspoken philosophy of action and decision making.
Unspoken philosophy of action and decision making. I mean, this is just crap. Okay, you either have a philosophy, a theme, an idea running through your head that's been embraced by you emotionally, that's a good thing to do this, where you do this thinking thing, and you attempt to think around your own psychology, or you don't. You either have it, or you don't. Your circumstances either impelled that into your body, okay, forced it into your brain and mind, okay, that this is going to be a theme you live for, or it's not there.
Right. And that means you're undermining an ethics and a morality and really anything.
No, that's not true either. Another straw man argument. Again, point to me to the person making that argument. Point to the person denying the existence of free will who is saying somehow there's no accountability or no purpose in punishment or all this other crap. There's certainly no purpose in anything that isn't designed to create deterrence. Yes, that's true. There's no point in punishing Adolf Hitler if you weren't going to reform Adolf Hitler or somehow prevent somebody else from being Adolf Hitler. So if you weren't going to do one of those two things, make Hitler better or make somebody else not Hitler, there'd be no point in torturing Adolf Hitler because you're not gonna bring back any dead people. You're not going to accomplish a motherfucking thing. You're just going to create a suffering entity for no goddamn reason, for no damn accomplishment. That's the truth of the circumstance. So yes, we can hate the person, but what we're really hating is the ideas, the memes, the bad character that exists inside of the person. We're hating the circumstances that made that asshole. And the fact that that asshole, even though he had it spelled out to... Alright, finishing where the memory ran out. I mean, it's on the computer, you know. I mean, it's this gigantic file for no reason. This filter should not be all this taxing. I got it set for 640 by 360. I mean, this is just bullshit. So anyway, I don't know where the fuck I was. It definitely wasn't there. I gotta find Piero's video. I had it right here. I really did. Did you do something about that or whatever the hell it was called? There it is. Stupid.
Philosophy of action and decision making. Right. And that means you're undermining an ethics and a morality and really anything.
This is the stupid part. How exactly are you undermining it? By explaining that it's something you have to be introduced to. That you have to actually see it or understand. You have to have experience with that builds character. That where you acquire an understanding of how the world works, and somebody explains to you that, oh yeah, you're not the only consciousness in the universe. That all the other consciousnesses are just as valuable as you. Yeah, somebody says those words and you'd say, oh yeah, I can't logically unravel that. That's just basically true. All right, so I have to function in an environment where something that might be good for me isn't going to be good for somebody else, and I have to take responsibility for that. Now, how is that somehow too hard for you to understand? That somebody might have to explain that to you, that born hatched out of your fucking egg, alright, you're just a little selfish reptile, and you have to acquire some knowledge that the world isn't just happening from your eyes out, that there's other worlds happening inside other brains, and that those worlds are just as real and just as important as your stupid little fucking world. That your little narrative is just as important as those narratives. Shit.
That you're saying. So, yeah, could you do something about that?
What do you want? What are you asking for, and who are you asking it from, you stupid fuck? Could you at least be a little more specific in exactly what you're asking for? Some explanation of human development and growth? Gee, that's not too hard to explain. People go to school and they learn things about how things work. They learn about how biology works or chemistry or how to conform, how to write a sentence properly, and they learn how to spell and they learn all this other crap. But at the same time, they're learning through human interaction what it feels like to be the loser and what it feels like to be the winner and what it feels like to be, you know, this and that, and they get resentments and they get all kinds of petty envy or jealousy and all kinds of other crap like that, and then somebody explains to them or they learn through some other experience that, oh, well, that's a bullshit emotion, jackass, don't be controlled by that. Yeah, they learn that as a concept, and the concept is embraced by everybody votes, and they all say, yeah, I can't really defeat that, even though I'm a scumbag and I want you to be an asshole. Yeah, I can't undo the logic of that. That's right, it beat me. Stupid video. So anyway, I don't know. Hopefully nothing was missed here. I mean, it's a 3 gigabyte file. It shouldn't be anything missing in it. computers. Software. Buggy. Error code. Yeah. I'm better than I was. I am a little better, I think. I need dinner, I guess. Anyway, till next time.